Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and on YouTube. My name is Anna Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator here on all the platforms, drawing and painting for you. Today we're going to be doing it in Adobe Fresco. So this is an iPad thingy. I hope everybody's doing well today, and I am going to just jump into it. Today we have our little froggy sticker. So cute. We actually did this one a few streams ago. It was in Photoshop, and it was, whatchamacallit, a totally different frog. I resketched it and liked this one a lot better, so I'm going forward with this one. Rynn's in the chat getting a gold star, saying, first one in the stream, saying, hi, popping in real quick to wish you a happy stream. Be back in a bit. Hey, go wash your hair out. I only say that because I know Rynn is doing some dyeing. And Rynn says, totally. Ooh, so clever. You with your puns. You always have them. So yeah, this is a sticker that I'm doing for Patreon. This is going to be a reward for everyone who signs up within the special period of time. It's going to be everyone who signed up now, and then I have to make the special event. There's a thing on Patreon where you can basically make an event that lasts for a certain period of time. And then once I set that up, it will be like, say it's till the end of March or something like that. Then everybody who signs up within the end of March and everybody who's currently a patron gets mail. I'm going to send everybody a sticker in the mail, and I'm super excited for it. Rynn says dying, so dead. Oh no, no dying, not allowed. So we've got a little frog camper, obviously cutie roasting a marshmallow, but we've also got a little calcifer friend over here. Kendall's in the chat saying hello, how are you doing? It's really weird. Right now on Behance, at least, it's telling me that 0 people are here, but I see you guys in the chat, so thanks for being here. How are you doing, Kendall? You having a good Thursday? And yeah, we don't have Anthony here today. Again, he is, well, actually he's not working today. He's helping someone move today, so that's kind of important. But yeah, oh, Kendall says I see 7 viewers. So, yeah, I don't know why it's weird on my end, but it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm gonna stream whether or not, you know? It's fine. Joe says, heyo, I'm here. Hey, Joe, thanks for showing up in the chat. This is how I know people are here. Kendall says, I'm all right. I'm kind of adulting. How does one write a retirement card? A retirement card? Oh, congrats on the free time. I think. What kind of hobbies are you going to get into or whatever? I suppose that's what I think of retirement as, is like only hobbies. Just all the hobbies, all of them. D. Ross in the chat saying your drawings are pretty. Thank you so much. Kendall says I'm trying to find quotes to letter during stream. Ooh, that's a good idea. Rynn says rinse time. Be back soon, I hope. Good luck not getting everything dyed because that's the challenge. Joe says, I'm also adulting, clearing out my desk so I can do art on it. I just did that yesterday. That is so cool. We're on the same wavelength, I think, of like, it's gotten too much, so I need to clean it. D. Ross, and also we've got the Canadian Pulse over on YouTube saying, first, where is everyone though? I got the notification on YouTube. That's why I'm here first. Hey, it's good to know that YouTube notifications actually work. Good job. And yeah, we are on YouTube and Behance, so whatever you're comfortable watching on, you go for it. Although I do have to say, I pay a little more attention to the Behance chat, but that's just because it's usually more active. So if you've got anything you want to say, just make sure to, I don't know, get it in front of my eyeballs. If I miss it, then like type it or, you know, copy paste it again, whatever. Sarah Waldman in the chat saying, hi, hello, Sarah. How you doing today? You having a good one? I am. So far, it's been a lovely day. I got a big fat nap in, but also I had some revisions to do on one of the books. One of the books that I'm working on 2 right now, is so close to done, and they just wanted like little tiny tweaks where it's like a little more texture to this cloud, or like make it a little bit lighter behind the text here, that kind of stuff. That's like super duper easy peasy. And so I just really quickly got that together, sent it off, pat myself on the back for doing that. It's so funny though. James is my partner. He's always so wise about it. He's like, I looked over at him and I was like, I need a nap. And he's like, oh, you should take a nap. And I was like, I can't right now. I'm doing revisions on the book. I gotta get those done. And then he was like, maybe do like one of the easy peasy revisions and then take a nap because you're gonna do it way faster once you're rested. And I was like, okay. So I did the little revision. I took a nap, and of course, right after I woke up, I got all the spreads done within like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. And it was just like, yep, you're right. It's always better to work when you're rested. And always such a slog when you're tired. Oh, it was a lot. But I'm proud of myself also for waking up kind of on time today. I'm definitely not a morning person, so it was a struggle bus. I don't know. Let's take a sloppy poll of the chat. Are you a morning person or night owl? What do they call it? Early bird, night owl? Yeah, there we go. Maybe we could make stickers of that sometime, like early bird and the night owl. How cute would that be? Joe says, pat, pat, pat. Pat on the back. Pat's for you. Sarah says, quite well, but I have less time to do art lately, which is a shame. Nice frog. Are you going to animate it? You know, honestly, I was considering it. It's so funny, but for some reason, seeing it with the line art makes me want to animate it more. I've been watching Leah Lexon's videos on YouTube. Ooh, just threw the Apple Pencil. And they have like little in-between animations of like like what do you call it? Transition from one scene to another, but it'll be like a little dog winking or something. So cute, and it just makes me want to do like little animations. And you guys have always talked about doing like digital stickers, like little Instagram sticker kind of things or whatever. I would love to do that. I would love to. But for now, we're going to just focus on stickerifying. But then maybe if we have time, we could bring this into Procreate and animate it. I still have not updated my iPad, so I can't animate in Fresco yet. It's all because we have to move all of our files and make sure they're all there. Joe says, wow, James is a wise sage. Honestly, not an exaggeration. I have no concept of time anymore. So true. Same. Kendall says, I am both depending on when I drink coffee. You're just manipulating your circadian rhythm. Excellent. Excellent. Joe says, animate it. At least the fire. You got this. It's so true. You can, yeah, animating fire would be a really fun one. A good way to use this. And we animated fire kind of last time. So, hey, we could do that, right? Kendall says, come join us in the animation world. By the way, Kendall posted an awesome animation of, it's the, oh my gosh, I'm braining out on all the things. Let me show you in the Discord. Where is it? It was show and tell, right? Huh. Wait, no, it wasn't that one. It was general. The general? No, it was. See, this is the problem with us having so many channels. Oh no. Current work. Yeah, nailed it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this awesome thing. Whoop. If I can control my thingy thing. Okay, there we go. Look at that! Happy Girls' Day! Happy Hina Matsuri. Oh, so good. I love it. Let's add one extra emoji on here and just be like, yeah, oh, I love it. So yeah, this is Kendall's work. Definitely check out all of the links below for our mods because they have excellent work. And happy Hina Matsuri. Woohoo! Oh man. Okay, let's see. Hey, CP Hernandez says, I came from YouTube land, morning person. Oh my gosh, you're a morning person. What a rarity. What? Claudia Padilla. Hello. Saying morning person. Sarah says, who actually is a morning person? Night owl, definitely. At night, I have more time to do my own stuff undisturbed. Yeah, it also depends on everybody else's schedule, I suppose. Especially if you have children. I've heard that a lot, where people get into the habit of waking up at like 5 a.m. so that they can have some time in the morning when there's no chaos. Chaos control. Let's see. Sarah says, oh, pity. I'm a big fan of the animation feature in Fresco. Currently trying to do a whole music video with it. That's so cool. I am a huge fan of the feature in Fresco as well. I love it. And all of the tools that come with it. It's just updating my iPad. I'm a horrible person for not doing it sooner, but it requires both me and James to, fusion into a stronger being so that we could get our files off of it. And Kendall says, "'Twas a fun little animation. It looks fun and full of love, and I love that." Joe says, "My mom is visiting and woke up at 6 today, and I cannot comprehend this." I am definitely a night owl, but I do think some of it, not all of it, comes from the feeling that you get when you don't get a lot done during the day, and so you feel like you're stealing time from yourself the next day, where you're like, I don't want to go to bed yet. And so you keep on drawing or playing video games or whatever you're doing. And then you are just making yourself wake up later the next day. And then the next day you feel like, well, I didn't get all the things I wanted to do done today because I didn't have enough time because I woke up late. And then you just continue the cycle, and it's real fun. The other side of it is definitely the actual energy feeling. I am very, very much a night owl, where I get it's not like a burst of energy where I'm like, I'm going to go on a hike or something like that, but like definitely creative energy and feeling like I am more present in myself. In the morning, sometimes I feel like I don't exist yet. Like I'm living a half life, a cursed life. When did I drink that unicorn blood? I didn't do that. I didn't try to do that. But yeah, it was definitely a struggle for a while when we had to wake up in the morning. James had an actual job out in the world where they expected him to be places, and I had a job that was much more flexible. You didn't have to be there. They liked it when you were there in the morning, but it wasn't like a mandatory thing. And so, yeah, I would drive him to work, and or wait, was it the other way around? I can't remember. Yeah, he kept the car. So he would drive me to work. And then we would go back at the same time, and just being forced to be on somebody else's schedule. And I mean, he didn't choose that schedule. The company did. It definitely hurt physically. Like every single day I felt sick when I woke up. Not the best way to start the day. So actually, James and I were just talking about how grateful we are that we get to have comfortable mornings. It's a magical thing, honestly. Sarah says, "Fusion sounds like you achieved the next status as your Pokemon character." I was thinking DBZ, but I agree exactly like that as well. I want to become the VMAX Vaporeon or whatever it is. Joe says, "Oh yeah, the revenge sleep thing. I do that every night." Yup. Oh yes, it's me. Half me. Kendall says, "I'm going to have to change some habits soon. Gonna have a lot of family in town, and I still have to get work done, so I'll have to adjust the schedule." Oof, yeah, all your free time is now family time. Joe says, "My meds made me change my morning schedule, which has been annoyingly beneficial to me in the long run." So when do you wake up now? What's your general timing? Kendall says, "I've been listening to Atomic Habits and there are notes to be used." Absolutely. I've been slowly trying to read that. Actually, Anthony, Corinne, and I were kind of book clubbing it, and we read it together for a while, but then we dropped off of that, and so I haven't gotten back into reading it. But it is chock full of good stuff, and it breaks it down like 10 different ways again and again and again, so you really like get it. Like, do you get it yet? Yes, James Clear, I do. Ow. Sorry, the headphones are like pinching my glasses to the side of my head, so I had to readjust. Sarah says, "I recently read an article that said during the Middle Ages, people slept in 2 stages, which resonates with me since I have 2 phases of alertness in the evening." Interesting. 2 phases of alertness. I've never known. Kendall says, "I am most productive in the morning and during the early afternoon, so I just try to rearrange my sleep and productiveness around then." Yes, good idea. Just notice that about yourself. Joe says, "Ultimately, I think my mornings need to be slow, or I don't want them." Sarah says, "Unicorn blood, caught that Harry Potter reference." Exactly. Joe says, "It takes a while for me to form back into a person." Absolutely. You're a sludge when you first wake up. Kendall says, "It's actually a free Spotify audiobook." Whoa, no way. I had no idea. FYI, not fry. I got that. Joe says, depending on how the previous day was, between 7 and 9, it hurts my soul to be a faux morning person. Faux morning person. Well, even if you wake up early, it doesn't say anywhere that you have to wake up fast, where it's like, okay, get to work. Right now, my schedule is James usually gives me a hug to wake me up, which was my request because I was like, I know that I should wake up at a reasonable time, and my body will make me sleep through the day. Like, I don't wake up naturally almost ever. I think I would just sleep until I die. So he used to wake me up by saying like, hey, it's time to get up or something like that, and I would just be like, no, I don't like this. And so we found the hugging way, and that was much better because then I wake up and I'm like, aw, okay, now I'm kind of awake. What do you need? And then we Wordle in the morning now. That's like one of the first things. And so we do the Wordle, and then we compare our answers, and then usually I text my dad and my brother because we also compare answers. It's a whole group communal thing. That's why I love Wordle. It's just like cute. And then, by the way, I'm doing a soft light layer over this so that I can get rolling on this image. I want some more color variation, so that's why I'm doing this. Anyways, what was I gonna say? So Wordle, and then lately, because I am very, very heavily worked lately, I'm going through the 2 books that I was mentioning, and James doesn't have any hardcore deadlines or anything that he's trying to make, so he's been making breakfast while I get ready. And sometimes getting ready isn't showering. Like, I wish that every morning I could just be like, I'm gonna go in the shower and brush my teeth and be ready for the day. But sometimes, let's be honest, I wear PJs all day and I'm gross. So on those days, getting ready is just like getting to be a functioning human being. And honestly, it's like sitting on the couch watching a show while James is making the breakfast. And usually we switch back and forth where I make breakfast while he, does whatever he wants. And so we keep balance like that. But lately I've been so overworked that I'm like, ugh. And he's like, please let me do this. And so I let him do that. And he is a national treasure and we all love him. Get yourself a James. But yeah, that's the current. Nobody asked for this, but that's the current thing I'm going through. Little blush spots, yes please. Big blush spots, yes please. Yeah? What do you think? I like them big, personally. Joe says Anna and James are goals. I asked for this. I cherish this. I'm so glad. Kendall says, I make Sudoku my nighttime routine, ASMR and miracle Sudoku until I fall asleep. That is the cutest thing. And I was also hardcore on Sudoku for a while. I love Sudoku. It's, I think, just been replaced by Wordle for now. Actually, by Quirtle. That's my, repetitive one. Wordle, I just do once a day. And then Quirtle, it's I'm bored or I need some kind of other mental stimulation, so I'm going to look at my phone kind of thing. I also just recently watched a video. It was by Seamus Gorman, who's a YouTuber, and he was talking about how he doesn't like social media anymore. How, when he was younger, it was kind of this exciting thing. He would come home from school and I want to talk to my friends on Facebook or whatever, use social media in a way that was actually fun. And nowadays, it's just not. A lot of people, especially who use it for work, just feel like there's this heavy burden on social media and how they interact with people on it, and just in general being present in a way that you don't want to be. It's very weird. So I was thinking about my daily routine and how much time I spend on social media and how I should stop. Because I am definitely in that camp of I don't really enjoy any of it anymore. And that's, first of all, it's not something that I am worried about where I'm what's wrong with me? I think it's very natural to not like it. But also, why would we do something that we don't like if we don't have to? And if we do have to, because I do plan on using social media to grow my brand or whatever. I feel like most artists kind of have to get some kind of revenue flow from social media at some point. Anyways, that makes you have to use it in some context, right? So how can you make that relationship as healthy as possible? That's what I want to try to breach. I don't know, mentally try to get to the place where I can feel like it's not torture to just post, which if you know my Instagram, I don't really post that often. And honestly, the last one I posted got so little traction compared to anything before it. It's kind of insane how much the algorithm has killed everything, or at least I assume it's the algorithm. I know that a lot of people talk about this, so if you guys know anything I don't, let me know. But yeah, that's just, it's the way of the world. And so I'd love to know your guys' feelings on social media and what kind of role it plays in your life. Joe says, oh yeah, social media is absolutely not fun anymore. Most of the time it has small pockets of joy, but they are miniature, and not in the cute way like horses, but like in the, you know, I want a full hot dog, but this is just a mini one. What the heck? That made sense. Joe says, Discord is my preferred social media now. I am so glad. I love that. Because I saw somebody, I think it was on Twitter, talking about Discord, saying it's funny how you use Discord like it's the break room at work, where like on every other social site you can become the super serious, like, this is my art, and whoa, very serious. But then on Discord it'll just be an entire chat room full of people being like, haha, dogs, right? Am I right? Or like, I don't know, look at this panda falling over. And I just love that. I think the more casual we can make things, the more fun they will become. Kendall says, half the time I post here, there first, and then formally change my captions for Twitter and IG. Oh, wait. On where? Kendall says, I only really like TikTok for escapism. Yeah, it's funny, like, where you give and where you take, you know, if it's producing versus consuming, I guess. So for TikTok, you're just consuming, and that in itself, hopefully you find some joy in that. Joe says, annoyingly, I do need to get back on social media more for my own work, etc. Oh, the life of an independent creative. Truly, I feel ya. Joe also says, Wordle has been my dipping my toes back into Twitter TBH. Absolutely, yeah. I think that is a wholesome Twitter alleyway or something, whatever it is. It's a dank room where everybody hangs out and does word games. I like it. Sarah says, yeah, I feel that too. Don't actually want to use it, but feel the pressure. Haven't gone yet on Insta. My hubby says I should. Do you think it's necessary? That's a hard one, because I do think that it's definitely changing and changed. Hey, Mom is in the chat. Hello, welcome. But yeah, with Instagram, it feels like it, there was this thing that they said a while back where it was like, it's no longer a image sharing platform. And what I think they were trying to mean was they're trying to be TikTok. They really want to make video content everybody's main thing that they do on there. And it's just trying to be TikTok, in my opinion. I mean, that's what I see. But the thing is, Instagram is its own thing, and it shouldn't try to be another thing, in my opinion. So all of that being said, I don't know if it's worth it anymore. I used to think, yeah, definitely, you gotta have an Instagram. That's where people see a bunch of your artwork, right? And now it just feels like, if you don't post videos every day where it shows your face and text over it and then you're drawing or something, like, there's definitely a formulaic approach to it. And it's sad, because if you don't use the formula, it doesn't just hurt you, it makes you invisible. That's what I keep seeing with people. And like, there are plenty of people who just want to see pictures, but the site literally doesn't show them. There are people who follow me who don't see my stuff. Actually, a lot of them now, like the vast majority. And it's just, yeah, one of those things that's like, I don't want to have to rely on that. And honestly, I don't I used to not pay attention as much. Even just like a few months ago, I was like, Instagram kind of takes care of itself. I have followers trickling in. That has definitely stopped in like since January. Since January, you know? Jake Green's in the chat. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, Jake says, I am invisible. Superpower unlocked. Kendall says, I go from cute art reel that I love to the next post, a person blinking when the lights turn green. You know, either or. Yeah, it's funny how the discoverability, like on Instagram, there's the explore page. On TikTok, it's the for you page. And they just kind of determine what they think you like, which is kind of fascinating. I don't know how they do that machine learning or whatever. Oh, Jake says, do not perceive him. Everyone, avert your eyes. There is no green person in this chat. He is no longer Jake the human. He is Jake the nothing. Sarah says, what does my face have to do with anything? Like, what does it matter what I look like when I create? Gah! So I was thinking about this. It shouldn't. Obviously, like, what you look like should not be important. But I do think the benefit of this is something that goes back to, like, my convention days of thinking the biggest challenge is making people connect who you are, your face, your name, with the work you create. Because I've seen so many pieces of art where I'm like, that's beautiful, that's beautiful, that's beautiful. I have no idea who the person is, what they look like, what their name is, any of that, unless I like look for it and really put effort to putting that in my brain. So when you see somebody's face and then you see their artwork again and again and again and again, you're like, oh, connection made. You know, it's just forming brain connections. That's where I think it's beneficial. The way I think it's not beneficial is people shouldn't have to show their faces, and there's definitely a correlation with like what you look like and getting more attention. That is just a fact of internet stuff, which is dumb. Especially in the art world. I hate it. But also the idea that like there's just a formula to it makes me feel too aware as a consumer of the stuff, where I'm like, I know they're just showing their face because that's like what they have to do for this. You know, it's not something where, oh, I'm making a fun video because I felt like it. It's like, I'm creating this so I can find followers because this is the only way I can. And like, I don't resent the creators at all for that. I resent the platform for making them do stuff that's not experimental and not fun, probably. I mean, if I were making content like that constantly, I would feel pretty like stagnated. Which is unfortunate. I really want to have it be fun. Kendall says, I just want to go from an art post to another art post to another adjacent art post on IG Reels instead of blinking games right after cute stickers. Don't cut my pure art stuff with the cheap blinking games. And it's just so easy. Like, I want people to have fun with the what do you call those filters, the like filter games and stuff like that. But it's true that they are ever present, and if you look at one of them, then the algorithm's like, you love this, you will watch all of these. Joe says, or if you have an animated version of yourself / a mascot. Oh, interesting. Also, what unlocks this, I feel, is the VTuber tech. VTuber, oh, interesting. Jake says, blinking is art, Kendall. Oh man. Joe says 2021 year of Squid Game, 2022 year of Squint Game. I love it. Kendall says, can I have a long blink and not see it? Can I do a long blink and not see it? Yeah, you have to time it exactly right though. Kenneth says, I thought I would pop in here and see what's going on over here. Yeah, that's right. It's popping. Oh, you're popping in. We are painting a little frog sticker. I'm going slowly because I'm solo today, but we love chatting around here, so I'm happy to talk with you guys. And hey, this sticker will get done in due time. But yeah, we're just casually painting a little fire marshmallow camper frog moment, and this is going to be for Patreon. So if you want to get this sticker in your mailbox, then you can sign up now or later in the month. I'm going to make a special event on there, so it's anybody who signed up now or within the time period, which I think I'll make the end of March will get a sticker sent to them. Heck yeah. I love sending people stuff. It's really fun. And then you get a little taste of Patreon, see if you like it, see if you want to stick around, and no hard feelings if you don't. It's all good. Because I really like sending people stuff. Oh, and this is a celebration, by the way. We passed 30 patrons, and so I have some goals set up on our page, and so this is just basically fulfilling one of those goals, which is super fun. To keep the lines or to not keep the lines? What do y'all think? Because I love line work, and I love anti-line work, and I love some line work. Maybe we do that, just like some. I used to do that more with my work. I feel like I keep tending towards linelessness. Like listlessness, linelessness. But I always have to remember, so if you're using a sketch for something and you like integrate it into the final artwork, always duplicate it so that you have your sketch from the beginning. Because if you're changing the original sketch, then you might lose something. And also, if you ever like to post-process stuff, then you want to keep the sketch. Kendall says both. Porque no las dos. Kenneth says, always fun to see my fellow streamers are doing. Oh, you're a streamer. Fantastic. Everybody check out Kenneth streaming. Since I am in Europe, I always miss when everyone is doing in the States. Yeah. Well, are you up late? Is that what's going on right now? Go to sleep. Jake says, I got the Patreon reward today. You are so incredibly awesome and sweet and incomparable. Hey. No, you. Whatever you say, wait, I'm rubber, you're glue. Incomparable. Yeah, that's right. Line only some parts, says Kendall. Okay, I think we're getting the vibe. Joe says, oh, hey, another European. Definitely going to check out your character streams, Kenneth. Woohoo! Oh, I love it. I am a New Yorker, but living in Dusseldorf, Germany since 2012. Oh, crazy. How do you like Germany? Is that a crazy difference going from New York to Germany? I wonder. Jake says, I'm rubber cement. Sir, you are glue. Okay, everybody knows you're glue. You've been glue since the beginning. Stop denying it. It sticks right on you. It goes. Kenneth says, Shauna and I are both American Behance streamers living in Germany. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Have you guys ever gotten to see each other in real life? IRL. Sarah says, Germany here. I have to get up early to do some restoration work. Okay, gotcha. I can read. So I should be in bed. Hello, fellow European night owls. I put that together, so it was Fellopian, the new country of Fellopia. Kenneth says, not yet, but I hope to see Sean at some point. Someday, man. Joe says, I'm Swede living in Australia, so time zones get real bonkers here. Sarah says, Fellopian for the win. Alright, we are all Fellopians now. It's like fallopian. Oh my gosh. Just as Fallopians, the inhabitants of the pea nest. If you guys didn't see that, that's from Ryan's, I think, first holiday special. Ryan Selvey is a streamer here on Behance. You should definitely check that out because it is so good. Man, I want to go back and watch those old holiday specials now. They're amazing. Okay. Duplicado. Okay, now what I'm going to do is make a new layer, clip it to this one, and I can color in the lines. I'm going to use a really big like hard edge brush, so that's going to be the Rake Grit, one of my faves. I was just looking at some new brushes, and I really want to play around with some. So eventually we're just going to have another, like, here's experimentation with this brush, and this brush, and this brush. I love color lines. They are good. Gouda. Okay, I just made it all like this. I don't know. Maroon? Maroon 5? Who are you? I do not know. Cute. Okay, now it looks like a retro frog. I love it. Okay. So, to take it forward, I'm going to paint over the lines. New layer. And then I just go crazy. 'Cause I'm going crazy. That's me, I'm crazy. Yeah. Y'all remember when CeeLo Green was everywhere? Where's CeeLo now? CeeLo? Where is you? Retro Frog! Hey, Monica! Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Oh, say hi to me. Thank you. Let's see. Kenneth says, all-time jump on the PlayStation. All time to jump on the PlayStation for an hour. Awesome work, Anna. Hey, have fun on the PlayStation. What are you playing, by the way? But that's awesome. I'm glad that you're getting some game time in. I love gaming. Just says, y'all know it's a good stream when Anna sings. All right, what do you want to hear? Ryan was streaming earlier, and he said there were worse things I could do, and I was like, oh, go, then go with a boy or two. Anybody get that reference? Tell me if you do. And then he was talking about where it came from, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was just thinking that. So, obviously, that fans unite. Does anybody get what I'm saying? The reference is Grease. I give it up, okay? You don't have to say it in the chat. Any Grease fans out there. Now, I think of it differently now as an adult, but as a kid, man, I love that movie. It was good. It's good soup. CP says Grease. Yes. Ray says Grease. Good job. Woohoo. Oh man. Kenneth says everything. A little Cyberpunk 2077 at least. And until I get Horizon Forbidden West. Ooh, is that the name of it? I have never had a PlayStation, so I am not super up on the games that they have, but I love the artwork for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I hadn't heard the name of the new one, Forbidden West. Ooh, aha. Anthony, I believe, has PlayStation, so I need to... Hey, Adobe Live! It's Adobe Live. Woohoo! Everybody catch that? Hi everybody, my name is Anna Daviscourt. I am a children's book illustrator. Today we are making a frog sticker for my Patreon, so if you want to get this frog sticker in the mail, you can join my Patreon anytime soon, and you will get it at any tier. So there are two tiers. One of them is $3, one of them is $12. The $3 tier is just to see like my private content that I post there. You know how we were talking about social media and how it's not fun anymore? I've basically put all of my in-depth explanation and like, you know, putting everything I make basically on Patreon. So if you ever want to see my real Instagram feed, Patreon. And then the $12 tier, you get a sticker and a postcard every single month, along with a hand-painted envelope, which apparently that's people's favorite part. It's so funny. I just did it for funsies, but apparently everybody's into it. It just says, what a great intro. Wow, I nailed it. Sarah says, Maroon 5, since you mentioned them. Oh, heck yeah. I'm trying to think. Wanna make her feel beautiful. That's what I think of. That's like really old Maroon 5, huh? I need to get up on it. Got the moves like Jagger. Moves like Jagger. Everybody came here for my melodic tones, right? Thank you, Joe, for posting so many links. We've got awesome links down below, so check them on out. We also have a Discord where we all hang out, and we've decided it's the break room, so be as goofy as you please, as long as you're respectful. And yeah, that's also where we share images. So if you have any like current work that you want to share, you could do that in the current work tab. You can also show off your website or whatever and promote yourself. So, oh, but how could I forget? The most important thing you can do on the Discord is share your pet pictures. We have a section called Animal Channel. If you show me your pets, I will forever be in your debt. It's like at that moment where you're being attacked by a stranger or something, I show up out of the shadows and I'm like, get away from them. They sent me pet pictures. Ha ha. It's like the squirrel that you dodged in the road comes to your aid in a suit of armor. Yeah, that's me. Also, Ryan has a new cat cam. I'm very excited about that. This is Ryan Selvey, another streamer here on Behance. He probably came from his stream, possibly. Also, I believe Wade might be streaming right now, so check out Wade as well. Wade Acuff. Is that how you say it? Acuff? Acuff. Acuff. Because that's Club Wade, baby. A wide-eyed frog staring into your soul. Ah. You have to imbue an image with energy as you're making it, and one of those ways is to just at it, you know? The flames flicker in its eyes. I will eat you, marshmallow. I will roast you and I will eat you. Okay, I'm done. I'm done. It's okay. I don't want to do too much like lighting on here, but I do want to give him like a little, I wouldn't call it a nose bridge, but I guess that's kind of what it is. Jake says, haha, I love it. You know it. Oh, yes. Joe says, besties watch both at the same time. I am a bestie. Oh my gosh. Which one do you listen to? Or am I Wade's voice? Hey, Joe. And today we are painting something absolutely awesome. And I'm super cool. Welcome to Club Wade. Ha ha ha. That's exactly how he talks. I am so good at impressions. Amazing. I would also like it if he was me, you know, if you could just have him. Is his head weird? Sorry, not Wade. I'm trying to assess if this is like, should it go down like that to be more symmetrical, or is it okay that like, I mean, his cheek, I'm imagining it like this. Let's really show the 3D form here, which is super important when you're drawing frogs. I'm kind of imagining it like this. Like, I guess he just flattens out there. I don't know, but yeah, is it working? It's working. It's working. That's what I'm thinking. He looks like a gourd, like a pumpkin. But yeah, I think this is a little weird on the back. Maybe I just make him like... Does that make his head too lumpy? No, I think that works better. So we'll just slice off a bit of the head. Slice. It's been a slice. Hey, anybody get that reference? I'd be impressed with that one. Not that I'm ever not impressed with you guys. I mean, you're impressive. I'm always impressed. Is that too much? Does he look lumpy? Is he a lumpy-headed frog? Maybe I like lumpy-headed. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Joe says, I am listening to you, Anna, watching Wade. Then I'll jump over to Wade and see if he's still going when you rap. Absolutely. Yeah. We kind of overlap now, but we should definitely do a stream together at some point. That'll happen. And then if one of us ever ends first, or if you just feel like watching what he's doing, I am down. Okay. You go enjoy Wade. Oh, man. Oh, Sarah says, just back at my parents' and our cats have gone really fat. I guess since our old dog sadly passed away, they get all the treats. Now they're too fat to get through their shortcut to their food. Oh my gosh, babies. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, I would love to see a picture of a rotund kitty, but I also feel like they need health. Just enough to, like, survive. Don't want to fat shame a kitty. Sarah says, I might send a picture if I remember. I would love to see that. Joe says, we will gladly remind you if you like. Jake says, it's like a couch. I think it works great. He's got that old couch face, you know. Oh, Joe says, draw this in your style, Anna and Wade. Oh, heck yeah. I'm into it. He did an awesome one with Cody Bear. That was amazing. Sarah says to Joe, that's really kind of you. Thanks. I'm in two minds. Our dog was old. My parents got him out of a shelter, and I was happy he got to live on their farm. That sounds like a dream. Okay. But I miss him. The place is sadly empty. Absolutely. It always feels like that when a pet passes, unfortunately. It is a part of life, but it's also, the emptiness is real. I felt that a lot with my parents' house after some of, we've had pets all our lives, so I've had to deal with that in different ways. And having other pets has always helped, but it never is like full. It doesn't feel like it was before because obviously somebody's missing. So I'm sorry about that, but I am so glad that they made that pupper's life better. That sounds delightful. And I'm sure those cats are like, I deserve all the salami. Okay, Anna, what are you doing here? What do you need? Okay, I need help. I need somebody help. Not just anybody help. Oh yeah, I need someone. That might be the first time we busted out a Beatles on the stream. Is that crazy? It should be much more common. I grew up on the Beatles. My dad would be so disappointed. By the way, if anybody is a Beatles fan, who's your favorite? I have to go Georgie Boy, personally. Beep, beep, beep. But yeah, that was another thing that Instagram was trying to make me do for a while. I have never really listened to any K-pop. I don't know why. I feel like several of my friends have gotten really into it, and I just haven't, I don't know, taken the time to listen to it, I suppose. And there are 5 million bands, it seems like. But they were trying on Instagram, my Explore page, for a while to make me like get into BTS or something, because there were so many videos and pictures of like all the members. I was like, I don't know any of these people. Why do they keep showing up on here? But hey, whatever. Busted a beetle, says Jake. Oh, and Zoro's going crazy, so Kendall has to wrestle him. Jake says George, but also Paul, and John, and Ringo. But Ringo came last. Why is Ringo always last? Joe says, grief is hard. Both truths can be true at the same time. Absolutely. If you want to wait and see before sharing photos, that is absolutely okay. We support whichever choice you make, Sarah. So true. Thank you, Joe, for your words of wisdom. Love all of them too, Jake. I understand. But you have to choose. No, you don't. Oh, I hate it. Why do I hate this? Okay. Sorry, I just don't like this marshmallow now. I think it needs a line of some sort right here. Yeah, I like the orange. Yeah, because then it kind of feels ish glowy from the fire, where it's like, ooh, it's heating up. I'm heating up. I feel it in my bones. Nope, that doesn't get rid of it. Oh, because I can't erase what is underneath without going to the right layer. Oh. Okay. Sure, yeah, that looks a little juicier, I think. We can come back to it. And then flame and fire. Should the mouth be darker or lighter? What do you think? Let's go with lighter for now. Just see what that looks like. Like the glowing pits of hell, have opened up, but in this cute little fire thing. Adorable. And then I like the little drool spot out of its mouth, but we might have to have it disconnected so it doesn't read as like the same thing as a mouth. Actually, let's try with the red mouth real quick. I'm just going to do it in one go so we can easily undo it if we don't like it. And then it has the little gluey drool bit. Glowy drool bit. There we go. Yeah, I think that works better, especially from a distance. Yeah, yeah. Kendall says, I think darker is science, right? IDK probably depends on what started the fire. We didn't start the fire. I don't know what's happening. Oh, man. Jake says, Paul reminds me of my nephew, and he's pretty funny, and he wrote so many of my favorite songs, so maybe Paul is my favorite. That's a good choice. Love Paul. And I have a brother named Paul, so I have to be partial to it. Joe says, it should be lighter because it's closer to the center of the flame. Science, maybe? Y'all are trying to figure out what it would actually be if fire could have a mouth. I like that. I like that idea. Sarah says, yep, orange heart mouth is good. Kendall says, I knew you would sing it. You know me too well. Oh no, I am predictable. All right, what will always make you sing if you hear it? Now, watching Critical Role has definitely made me feel a few things about certain songs where it's been a while or Making My Way are always going to make them sing the song. It's been a while or Making My Way. Every single time. And that's the kind of brain I have too. I feel very like I understand them as people faster because they sing everything. That's how I process. Joe says you have to be partial. That's a good one. At one point, I remember via text, my dad and I believe, were making Paul puns. And yeah, I don't think that one came up, so I'm going to have to send that to him now. Quite partial to this. Do you think it comes off that way, like, well, when you say it? Joe says 7 minutes till monkey paws. Ooh, how exciting. Monkey paws is a hand stretch that we're going to do, so get ready, because it's the hour mark in our stream. Kendall says, okay, so pictures show both dark and light fire heart. The heart of the fire. So it's truly up to us. We control everything in this world, as I, thought. Beep. See, I don't know. I don't think I like that. That's like dirty. I was just trying to think of like if we could kind of partially see through to the log, make it like a slightly different color of flame when it's overlapping, just so that we can. I like the sense of transparency, but we'll see if it works in practical application. Wow, that was a lot of words to say. Do it look good? But I like doing that with water as well, so stands to reason that fire might look cool like that too. But just remember, we didn't start the fire. It has always burned since the world's been turning. I love his weird eyes. Kendall says, okay. Oh, yeah, the heart of the fire. Joe says, oh, yes, Anna. Same brain. It do be like that sometimes. Maybe we look at Calcifer? Oh, I'm down to look at Calcifer. Let's look up Calcifer. Oh, interesting. I love his little hanging booty when that happens. Oh, it's so cute. So it looks like dark outline, but then darker interior, but with also flame bits. Like it's still flamey on the inside. Flamey-o, Hotman. He's so cute. I love Calcifer. He kind of reminds me in form of, oh my gosh, so cute. Of in Treasure Planet, there's the little Morph is the character where he literally morphs into whatever, and that ambiguous structure just makes me think of Calcifer, and it makes me happy. Wow, that's a cool tattoo. Good on ya. So I think the general consensus is darker. That's what I'm taking away from this reference journey. She likes my Spock. His little booty. Which is Howl's heart. I mean, come on. The good stuff. The really good stuff. Joe says forbidden booty. I mean, don't touch, too hot. Oh man. Sarah says, now I cannot get that song out of my head. I'm so sorry. Don't know which one, but I'm sorry. Kendall says, I have mixed feelings about that song. It's tied to a terrible class I took in high school, but such a fun song. It's always stuck in my head. Just always. Oh my gosh. Sarah says, I loved that movie. Good catch. Really looks like that. Joe says, side note, give yourself a treat and have a Ghibli day soon, okay? I agree. I fully agree. Do you like how I said that? But yeah, the thing that Corinne actually just texted me the other day about Howl's Moving Castle and how Sophie basically, well, I don't know. Yeah, I won't say any spoilers, but it's just cute. It's a really cute movie, really cute concept. If you haven't seen Howl's Moving Castle, Spirited Away, Ponyo, Princess Mononoke, like, it's almost all of their movies that I'm like, if you haven't seen it, go see it now. It's important. And I just, yeah, I feel that. So if you haven't seen them, go see them now. It's important. Beep. Maybe I'll make this like pure white. I don't know. And then obviously there's got to be like little sparks and stuff coming off, right? She likes my spark. Also, we can give these eyes whites if we want to. That's all up to us, you know? I'm a little fire demon. That's what I speak like all the time. A little creepy. A little extreme. Eyelashes? Do that help? I think my pencil's a little too fat. I'm gonna go down to 12. Let's see. Kendall says, but then the horror of the class, my teacher decided to model it after a certain Orange's TV business show. Then again, this was pre-everything, but still. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Why you wouldn't like that. Because it was orange. Love the color. Hate what it represents. Kendall says, it's a class that still haunts me. Oh no. Alright, we need to cleanse this evil. You are in a safe place now, Kendall, and none of that can hurt you anymore. Right? Hopefully. The only thing I remember really watching in class was, oh my gosh, Stuart Little. Wow, that just came back from elementary school. But Napoleon Dynamite. I remember that very vividly in shop class. And why were we sitting watching a movie in shop class? Because it was the last day of school and they didn't want us to hurt ourselves. I loved shop. I really wish I had access to a lot of those tools now. And I resent that I had access to a kiln in high school and never used it. Ugh, so sad. I could be making ceramics right now. Huh. I mean, I can. Still. I'm not dead. It's fine. I can still do things. But, I need to find a kiln and a class. A class and a kiln. I don't like that color. Get out of here. That mellow yellow? No, I want that vibrant yellow where it's like... Go straight to the orange. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Oh, it's time, everybody. It's time. Okay, so we're going to sit here with our frogs for a second because we're going to do some monkey paws. Ooh, ah. This is a hand stretch that I invite you to join along with. I'm going to give you instruction if you would like to. But really, the whole purpose of this is to take care of your body. So be aware of what aches and pains you might have. Maybe drink some water, close your eyes to give them a break from the screens. And we're going to start with holding our arms straight out in front of ourselves with our fingers to the sky and our palms away from us. And then we're going to curl them into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ah, ah. Good job. Good job. Oh, Sarah's gotta go. See you, Sarah. Thanks for being here. Have a great sleep. That was definitely, yes, go sleep. That's more important. All right, second pose, we put our fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Great job, great job. And then, third pose, we put our palms away from us, fingers to the ground, and then curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And then fourth pose, we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and then curl them in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Good job, good job. And then we just repeat these poses, holding for about a second each, around 10 times, so that we get a nice stretch in our wrists. And this is to prevent any problems that we might have down the road, because we use our hands for everything, and we want to make sure that they stay healthy and that we prevent any problems that we can possibly prevent. So if you feel any pain whatsoever, stop immediately, ice your arms, and rest them. And if you don't like this stretch for whatever reason, then definitely just check out other stretches, because maybe one isn't for you, but if you find the right one, it can still do the same thing of preventing problems. So that is the real true purpose of this. Kendall says, we watched the movie The Fall, the one with the small version of Anna as a child. Yes, The Fall is such a great movie. It's got Lee Pace, and the child actress is exactly, she looks exactly like I did as a kid. Like, that's me. I was a child actor. Joe says, quote, I'm not dead. I can still do things. Is strangely motivational in a kindly threatening way. I needed this. Well, you know, some people, they put like stupid timers on things where it's like, oh, I'm too old, or like that's passed me by or whatever. And it's like, I'm literally not dead. I can do anything. Like, are you kidding me? And I expect you to, if you feel that way at 90, just say, you're not dead. You can still do things. And when I'm 90, man, I'm going to be doing everything, okay? Full bore. Just, like I said, with Kendall's retirement card, like, once I'm retired, man, the lid's off. Hobbies abound. I'm going to be doing all the things. If I can ever retire, you know. We'll see. All right, so once we're done with our monkey paws, we just gently shake out our hands to loosen them back up. Ooh, octopus arms. And then I like to do some shoulder rolls. Unclench the jaw. And do some neck exercises, or stretches, I should say. Put your ear as high as you can get it on each side. Listen to the sky. And back and forth. Good job, you're doing it. And then we look as far as is comfortable to the side. And back. Good job. Oh, and crack the elbows. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, I'm gonna wiggle my legs a little bit. Sometimes I put my legs up in a way that like really hurts my knees, so I gotta stop doing that. Kendall says, speaking of retirement card, I am very bad at copywriting. Hey, you are amazing. Just having a little writer's block or whatever. It's hard to come up with things to say. Communication is hard, you guys. Especially written form. I feel like there's something about that makes like more pressure on it, which is dumb, but also give yourself a break. I know that it feels like you should be able to do it, but it's not necessarily like an easy thing. Also, Anthony Jackson is in the chat. Welcome, Anthony Jackson. Thank you so much for being here. Anthony also streams. When was the last time you streamed, Anthony? Let's call it out. We are creating a frog sticker today. I'm actually coming back to this. I feel like his green face might be a little too light, so I'm going to experiment with a little multiply layer over it. Beep, bop, boop, bop. I'm going to go with the graphite brush, which is my favorite, like, kind of blendy brush right now. You know how you want, like, some hard edge brushes and some soft edge brushes? This one, I mean, it's got some hard edge to it, but I can very easily blend it with pressure control. Maybe a little bit more yellow. Just gonna do broad strokes and then we can pull it back if we need to. I'm thinking around here might feel comfortable. Yeah, I think that's better in general. And now I can clean up the edges and stuff. I think I'll just clean up with the graphite brush still. Whoa, that's too big. Oh, no. Yeah, I guess I'll just do it over. It's fine. All right, so zooming out, we don't need to have a blue background on this. Honestly, what I wanted the blue background for was just to kind of, it feels like a sticker when you have an edge around it. So I wanted to keep in mind, like, oh yeah, this is going to be generally a cutout of the sticker. So I would love to know your guys' opinions, and I might do this as a Patreon poll as well. But do you prefer stickers with a background color with white on the outside, or clear background? What do you think? What's your favorite? Kendall says, I just never know what to say when you know the person, but only in one context, which to me, they were my manager for a short period of time. You gotta make a manage pun. How do you manage to be so cool after all these years? Kendall says, so know them well enough to send a retirement message, but not well enough to know how to personalize it other than congrats. Joe says, words are hard. As someone who knows 2 sets of them, give yourself a little break. Look at the references, or look at references and merge them all together into a nice word soup. You're gonna do great. Lol, word soup. I like that. Just say congrats, word soup, love Kendall. Boom. Nailed it. Yeah, that's an interesting one because I've never had a retirement card be like the thing. So it's a unique kind of challenge, I suppose. But if I were to trust a challenge of anything, of any kind, I would trust it to Kendall. What do you think? I think the underbrim of the hat being lighter is fine. I'm down with that. It's too much lighting. Maybe that's it. I just want him to be flatter. That's fine. All right, what I'm gonna do is merge, possibly. Might be time to merge. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna go for my guts. Go with your guts. Stay connected to them. They're important. Go with them. Kendall says, I prefer color or white because it pops from my different notebooks. I agree. I like that. For that use, for sure. I think there's a time and a place for everything, but just in general. Thank you for your opinion. Anthony Jackson says, I haven't streamed in a while. I'm building a new stream plan. Ooh, are you gonna have a schedule? Joe says, I would say make it super duper generic, aka reference Pinterest and leave it for a minute, come back to it, and you can sprinkle in a little personality, like a manager pun. How do you manage to be so cool? Kendall says, I'll figure out something. Just the word block is always rough. I agree. Every single month I run into that with the patron messages. Not that I don't love saying hi to my patrons, but it's hard to come up with something that feels both genuine and generic enough that I can say it to, well, most of them. Sometimes I make the notes have different things that are like for the person or whatever, because I know a lot of my patrons personally, but I want to have at least one generic thing to say to all of them so that it's just a little bit of weight off of thinking of a message for every single person. And some of these people are complete strangers, so it's really hard to be like, you with the hair. I'm bald, Anna. Oh, I'm sorry. Jake says, my guts go with me. Well, I'm so proud of you, Jake. Truly. Kendall says, "Lol, I have 2 generic ones that I've pulled so far, but I can read. Otherwise, most have been too generic." Joe says, "I secretly love generic messages. If they forget to swap out placement text, I love it even more." Oh, I see. Insert name is in the chat. Thank you for being here, insert name. I hope you love that, Joe. It's just for you. Kendall says Pinterest was like, "Congrats," and then went to funny retirement. That, as far as I can tell, is not their humor in the slightest. Yeah, I think in general I go for sincere over funny. Just because in written form it can go really, really wrong. You never know. Okay. Lilypad, I'm not crazy, like, oh, this needs to be super detailed or anything, so I'm almost good with that. Hat needs work. Outfit needs a little finagling. I don't want it to be too complex because that's where most of our detail lines are and stuff, but it's not where most of the attention is going. So I want it to be, like, simple enough that you're not, like, staring at it being like, whoa, clothing and hands overlapping. Overall, I think the spacing's all right. I'm questioning right now whether I should move the marshmallow towards the frog at all. And, ooh, actually, this is maybe the move. Let's see. I think having, like, an extra little shoot off right there might add some cute personality. Maybe even another one. I think that's good. I like that. Especially because when you're thinking of stickers, you're going to have a cut line that's, like, out here. And so having that inner space be so empty felt a little not good. Rynn's here! How's your hair? This is all I care about, Rynn. I need to know how your hair is doing. Joe says, "I will cherish this moment forever." I'm so glad we have it on film, so you could just replay it again and again and again. Kendall says, "I think it's funny. I think funny works if you know the person well, but the ones they had on these were just like retired poem things with all the letters R-E-T-I-R-E-D. Anthony Jackson says, "I found out in one of the Avatar comics that there's a frog dog creature." Oh my gosh. Oh, Joe has put a Hallmark retirement card in the chat and I need to read it. Ahem. "They don't make them like you anymore." What? Why? Get out of here. Get out of here, I said. "Actually, they never did. You're truly one of a kind. Congratulations on your retirement." That's pretty cute. I mean, come on. Also, I think a lot of it does come down to the sentiment of, you sent me a card, so don't worry too hard, Kendall. As long as you send the card, that's the big thing. And what's so dumb is sometimes I haven't sent cards just because I couldn't figure out what to say. And that's the dumbest thing. I literally have a gift for someone sitting on my floor that I need to send them, and I just have it because the card's blank. I literally have this problem right now. Wow, how appropriate. Joe read it as, "They don't like you anymore." They don't make them like you anymore. No, they just don't like you anymore. Joe says, "So when you read the inside of it, it makes it even better." Oh my gosh. They don't make them like you anymore. Well, they don't like you anymore. No, they never did. I like that a lot. Joe, just cross out the word. That's amazing. Kendall says, "Well, this is going in a giant retirement booklet, so I have to send the image to another coworker for them to put into the book. So far, I've pulled these 3. It's great to see someone retire who is as deserving as you. Make sure you work just as hard at relaxing as you have in your long career." I like that one. I like that. Yes. Joe says, can someone give me this card when I retire? Why not now? Kendall says, congratulations. Now the fun begins. Best wishes in your new chapter in life. That's awesome. Yeah. Kendall says, those are the two I have so far. Oh, photo set and show and tell. Oh my gosh. Joe says, the middle one. Wow, Anna. Wait, the middle one? What happened? The middle one? Okay, I have to see this hair, by the way. This is show and tell. Oh my gosh, you're so cute! Still wet, but here is a photo. Oh, you're adorable! Oh my gosh, I love how that turned out. So this is Rynn with green hair. Sorry, I didn't even ask you if you could be shown on the stream, but you showed it in Discord, so I assume. But that is awesome, Rynn. I love it. Are you so excited? And Joe is just going off. Stunning. I love it. It suits you so well. So precious. A precious gem is you. Ah! I feel the same way. Oh, you guys are so good. Yeah, seriously. This is an awesome evolution of Rynn. Apparently, Rynn, you have had green hair in the past, but this is my first time seeing it on you, so I like it a lot. And your hair is naturally pretty light, so I hope that it was pretty easy to like get it to take. One of these days I'm gonna get my hair colored and it's gonna be fantastic. Kendall says, so I have to send the, oh wait, those are the retirement book stuff. Okay, let's see. Ryan Selvey's in the chat saying, ooh woo. Ryan says, you're retiring? Teach me your ways. If only. Jake says, quote, you did it. I'm glad you made it out alive. Now stay alive. Stay alive. Jake says, I love that color, Rynn. Oh my gosh, so much love for Rynn. Yes, yes, yes. It's amazing. Kendall says, I should note that green takes a long time to leave hair. Hey, that's an upside, right? Kendall says, when I did the unicorn hair, green and purple, those were the two last to leave after like 6 months. That's what you want, right? Permanent dye? Also, Ryan, we were talking about your stream earlier. How was the mouth movements after I left? Also, we were talking about Grease. Are you into Grease? Was that a thing? Because I have so many memories of singing along to Grease. So the second you said that there were worse things I could do, I was just like, oh my gosh, Rizzo, my heart, my soul. Okay, so Frog, let's get back into it. Sorry, I get sidetracked, especially when Anthony isn't here to read the chat. I'm just like, the chat is life. I guess that's my life now. But you guys are just too fun, so I'm gonna blame you. There was this funny thing on Twitter that I saw where it was a artist hand rendering where it was like this beautifully elegant little drawing of a hand, and then next to it there was like the hands that are like this. So like beautiful hand over here, like wow, look at all the fingers and it's gorgeous, and they had an X and a check mark. Like this is the way. I'm so good at recreating memes on the stream. Wow, I'm really impressed with myself. But yeah, anyways, that's the hand I'm going for. The right way to draw a hand, you know. Beep 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 beep. Ryan says, sure. Wow. Oh wait, Ryan says, I'm worried Anthony, quote, moved away. He went to the farm, Ryan. He's happy there. He's frolicking in the field with your old dogs. Jake says, Ryan feeling cute today. So cute. Mohammed says, that's amazing. Are you drawing this drawing? Yeah, I am drawing this drawing. This is on the iPad. Not pre-recorded, unless you believe the liars. Ice him. That's all I have to say about Anthony. Oh man. Rynn says, I derailed you. Sorry. Don't ever apologize. Your hair is amazing and we should all look at it forever. Okay, that's the new art of the stream. You are the frog. I'm gonna send a picture of just you out to all of my patrons. I hope that's okay. Kendall says, beautiful hand, draws coral. You know. Jake says, I really like the gorgeous hand. Y'all. Kendall says, you are the frog. You're all the frog, my green compatriots. It's not easy being green. Oh my gosh, yes. But yeah, I think that frogs are great. What were you talking about? Something about, oh yeah, Anthony was here not too long ago. Today he's helping somebody move, so he's doing the good work, you know? If you all need to help somebody move, I will dismiss you for one stream exactly, and then never again. So you only have that much time. I hope you use it wisely, and that you don't choose to abandon me forever, because that would be really rude of you, you know? Mandatory watching of stream engage. Oh, here's a good question that I need y'all's opinion on. So I had this blue as a background. I think it's cute, but there are so many options. So white v blue, blue v any other color. So I could like zhuzh through a little HuSat and just like, ooh, there's so many colors, so many options. My goodness. What could we do here? All of the above? None of the above? Do you just prefer white? I don't know. I do not know. There are so many good options. Ooh. So let me try them off. Try them off. Just a little chim chim chim. Chim chim chimmery. Chim chim chiroo. Boop boop boop. Boop boop boop. There are worse things I could do. There we go. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, Ryan got your Patreon letter. I love the Zelda art. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, I printed out my Breath of the Wild fan art piece. If you don't know that, you can find it on Instagram, or better yet, my website at annadaviscourt.com. Wow. But the Zelda fan art, I personally love that one, and was very torn on whether I should do like an extreme close-up or a zoom out. So I chose zoom out. Let me know how you feel about that. Someday I'm definitely going to do bigger prints of that. Jake says, me too, Ryan. I'm going to post about it on my social medias later because I'm spoiled. You are so sweet. You don't have to do that ever. Even if you said you were going to, you don't have to, okay? I give you break. Joe says, I do really like the blue because it looks like sky. Oh, it's like, yeah. And Kendall says, I like blue because sky. Same brain. You guys are so great. I love it. Oh, Jake says, you sounded like a Beatle there for a minute. Oh, really? From Liverpool. What are you talking about? Spot on, right? Ryan says, clap, clap, clap. Jake, what about Peach? Anna Daviscourt.com. Oh, sorry, I just repeated myself from before because it's exactly how I said it. I mean, I have no perception of myself. I'm not an entity. I'm a non-entity, so maybe it's accurate. Just so I need a soundbite of this. Clip it quick. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, drawing. I'm an artist. You know what my dad calls me? A fartist. Thanks, Dad. I feel like I talk about my dad a lot on this stream. Hey, Dad, if you're watching, I talk about you a lot on the stream. And you have no control over it. How do you feel about that? Okay. Whoop, bop, whoop, bop. Yeah, no? Do thick. Yee. You know, I've had this challenge lately, especially with personal art, of simplifying things. I don't know why I regress so much sometimes into like, this has to be based in reality, but it happens and I have to fight against it because that's not what I want for my artwork to be. If you want it, cool, that's great, but I don't want it. I say reality, get thee away, you know? We live in a fantasy world here. That's my bag. Abstracted, like Inside Out. What was the perfect level of abstraction for you in Inside Out? Mine was probably the most extreme. Joe says, wow, dad. Jake says, fartist, fine artist. That's the nicest way you could possibly put that together. Joe says, Anna and Jake collab on TikTok sounds? Yes, yes. Ratata. You know, I haven't seen Jake's more recent TikToks, if there have been any, because I'm not on TikTok. So if you have any more TikToks, it's obligation time, okay? You gotta send them to me. I have a multiply layer on, so I can't select colors and paint over them unless I collapse everything into one layer. Then that's what I'm gonna do. Select multiple. Select multiple. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. Beep, beep. Zop. Yeah, now we got a group, baby. And then mergey, mergey, merge, purge that dirge. Gotta merge, merge. Oh my gosh, stop. Nope, nope. Incorrect. Yeah, amari skijanai desu. I'm going to merge. Boom. Nailed it. One layer, baby. One layer, baby. One layer, baby. Now that is a reference. Truly, I would be impressed if you got. Joe says I'm a very serious fartist. And Kendall says fartist, Foley artist. Duh. I do make sounds. Joe says Anna, never stop, please. Can't stop, won't stop. Ah. Ah. Oh, there's a green dot, but I merged it. Doesn't matter. I can always paint over. I have the power. All right, you little frog hand. You little frog hand. I think more orange around this area would be good. Advantageous, in fact. Yeah, yeah. Beep, bop, boop, bop. Okay, getting into knees and such. Wobbly, knobbly knees. That should be a children's book. Wobbly, knobbly knee. If I could ever say it. Wobbly, knobbly knees. Went to the park. Wobbly, knobbly knees. Tried to... She likes my Spock! That's all I could think was rhyming. Golly. Joe says a one layer baby kind of gives me I'm a buff baby vibes. I don't get that reference, but I want to know what it's from. Rynn says, goodness. Jake says, what's this about TikTok? Jake, if you're making any more TikToks, you need to send them to me because I'm not on TikTok. So, just saying. Kendall says, BRB, my computer is doing weird sluggish things. I need a little tiny reset. Just a little baby. I'm a buff baby reset. And Joe and Jake said, adventure time together, which I am very hopeful that that has included Finn the dog and Jake the human. Is that a thing? Are you doing a thing? Because I would like that very much. Very much indeed. Yes, yes, yes. If y'all didn't know, Jake got a dog, and it's named Finn. They are baby. And they are wonderful. I'm dreaming of a frog Christmas. No, I was gonna say something else, but who cares about what I was gonna say? Crossing legs is weird. I didn't really look up reference for this, so maybe it's time to do that. Joe says, same brain. Rynn says, oh my glob. My lobs. Ryan says, if you make any more tweets, print them out and mail them to me because I am not on Twitter. It's exactly what I'm demanding. Yes, please. Ryan, if you're tweeting, print it out for me and send it to me in the mail. Just do it. Are you a friend or not? Do it. Ryan says, I'm a buff baby that can dance like a man. Oh, that's giving me the like 90s baby dancing gif. You guys remember. You know. Jake says, I will send you a film reel. I like the energy. Let's just analog into oblivion, please. Let's just go backwards as hard as we possibly can. Actually, I think there was a video on that James was listening to. He listens to a lot of like scientific videos in the morning. And one of them was, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Was about analog computers and how they might be better at doing like hardcore computing something or other. This is very summarized and slurred from my tired brain that half heard it through a bathroom door. So, but anyways, yeah, something about analog computers. You're welcome. You learn something new every day. All right, shoesies, check. Sockies, not so check yet. All right. Does that make any sense? So, cross legs. Let's just draw it out. So, if you were to look at from the front, I'm going to cross my legs. Okay. So, yeah, it's like the heel goes underneath the leg. So, there's like a heel that's underneath a knee. And then the other one, the foot pops out from underneath the calf. So his heel is just hidden under here. Does that read? Does that look weird? Do I need reference? Is that necessary? Am I asking questions into the ether? Are you listening to me still? This is probably really annoying to listen to. It's fine. Cross legs. Or, as we know, the truth is crisscross applesauce. They're all sitting in chairs. I want them sitting on the floor, man. Floor. Cross legs floor. Oh, man. Okay. Why are they all women? Okay, there are a few guys. There we go. Okay, this is the angle. Ankle angle. Yeah. Sure. Okay. Jake says, I think the front leg is too thin. Okay. Let's get pumping it up. I wanna pump a froggy leg up into a biggie leg. Make it thick. Just white it all out. Whoop. Whoop. I love it. I don't care if it looks super goofy as long as it doesn't look wrong, where it's like, oh, that's disgusting. It's more like if it looks swanky in a fun way, I'm into that. It's fine. I just don't want to people. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable just like by looking at what I make. I would not like that. Although, I mean, throughout the ages, people have made plenty of art that makes people uncomfortable, and it's like groundbreaking, amazing stuff, so. Just not my bag. Beep. Hey, Nate Ellis just started a live stream on here as well. Feel free to support other streamers as well, as I've talked about. It's great to spread the love here on Behance. Let's see. Jake says, like, they occupy the same sock space. They occupy the same sock space. I like that. Jake says, yeah, that's better. Kendall says, okay, back from the computer restart. Welcome back to the living online land. That's what we do here. Congratulations on the computer reset. I hope it's running splendidly. Joe says, I feel very comfortable looking at you. I feel very comfortable looking at what you make, Anna, all of the time. Welcome back to the land of the living? Exactly. You're not alive if you're not online. That's a sticker. You're not alive if you're not online. On a skateboard. Ooh. I hit the mic with my glasses. My glasses! Okay. There she blows. It's not lined up perfectly. It looks kind of janky right here. But I don't really care at this mo. I feel like those kind of touch-ups I almost like to leave for the end so that I can be like, okay, here. And then I do it kind of quicker than I do right now. Because right now my brain, for some reason, you know, it just like wants to dwell on small marks. And by the end I get a little impatient. And sometimes that's a good thing. Where I'm like, okay, just zoop, zoop. Okay, it's done. Rather than spending an hour on like a mark. But you know thyself. That's what they say. I want some red lines in here too. Bring in that ascot color. Why aren't ascots more of a fashion thing right now? I think this is a good time for them. There's a lot of stuff that people are into that I would not assume would be fashionable, I guess. And so, I mean, love what you love. If you enjoy it, please embrace it. Don't care what anybody else thinks. I think the whole point of fashion is to have fun. But if I were to choose what was to go into, like, the cool section of the clothing store, ascots would be there, man. Everybody would be wearing them. They're strictly for decoration. And I like that. They don't have to serve a purpose. They don't have to fit you. They're just decor on the wall of your body. The year is 2023. Everyone is wearing ascots, thriving, moisturized, in their lane, unbothered. Everyone congratulate me. I almost just inhaled a ton of water, but I didn't. Yay! Woo! I need to be cool like Ryan and make like little GIFs that can appear on the screen, and I'll have like the claps and stuff happen when I don't choke. Kendall says, I did listen via phone, didn't miss things, just couldn't participate. Wow, Kendall, you are so dedicated. That is amazing. Thank you so much for being here, whether your computer's on or not. Jake says, I'm so glad you didn't just didn't drown just now. I could have very, very easily. Oh my gosh. I was within inches. Or whatever unit of measurement it is until you drown. A nautical knot. I don't know about you guys, but I choke so easily on things. I accidentally inhale whatever is within my vicinity all the time. And it's not fun, I'll tell you what. Oh, watery eyes and pain in the back of my throat. I don't really need information in here. I guess one line couldn't hurt, right? Maybe it could. I don't want information in there. I want it to be ambiguous and weird. Just like all the frogs. One of the beautiful things about doing stuff for Patreon instead of for clients is not having to have it done immediately. A lot of the work that I'm doing right now, as soon as I finish it, I send it out, basically. And so I know that I can do things on here where I can come back and fix them later, which is just nice mental relief, you know? And to know there aren't going to be notes on it. Like I can ask for input, but there aren't going to be notes where I have to do anything. I could send you a sticker that looks just horrible. What would you do? Say thank you. But I don't want to send you a horrible sticker. I want to send you a cute thing. All the cute things. Hair, what are you doing today? Betraying me, that's what. It's always on its own mission. So I was thinking of doing hair color for me, and I mean, I've been thinking about this for months, and I probably talked to you guys about it before, but I feel like the thing that I've settled on the most, the color or vibe, I guess, is ombre, or not ombre, balayage, where they kind of take chunks and it's like a natural progression to a different color of, it's going to be my natural root color going out to, I want to say gray, or like a gunmetal gray or something like that. I like the idea of that because if I ever want to, I can just dye on top of it. Like if I want to go for a different color. And I was also thinking of possibly pink because I do love pink hair. There's something about it that just tickles my brain. And then if it, and it would fade. I know that. I've seen pink hair fade. And I think it looks beautiful. I love like a dusty light pink. So those are the two things I'm thinking of right now. Open to input. Go. Beep, beep. Gotta have your tick marks. Just like I gotta have my pops. You do not belong here. No, no, no. I just see Joe all caps. Anna, so nice. Yes. Oh man. Let's see. Rynn says if you inhaled it and exhaled it in laughter straight at the camera, 4D effects, everyone splashed. Have you seen Ryan's? It's like a little insert where he walks in and then takes a big chug of water and then spits it out and says, "What?" Oh, I need that so badly. It probably made such a mess. How did you do that, Ryan? Joe says, my brain, I don't really need information in here. I mean, like, who needs it? Rynn says, that little fire is making me so happy. Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, he's happy. Look at that. Look at that face. One eye full of eyelashes. Bibby, hello, says so pretty. Hello, Bibby. Thank you for being here. Joe says, yeah, balayage. I had that at some point. Ooh, Anna, so nice. Yes. I'm so glad. Jessica T's in the chat. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? You having a good day? A good day? Yeah, we were just painting this Froggo friend. Started with a colored sketch, and we've just been painting it out today. Actually, you know what would be really advantageous is if we filled a layer full of black, and then we just said, we're done. All the pixels are filled. We have done our job here. It never gets old, Anna. Okay, and then we switch it to color, and then we can see it in black and white. Beep, bop, beep, bop. All right, not too bad on the values. One thing I was thinking of is the logs. I might make them either lighter or darker to pop off of the lily pad a little bit better. I like that the most contrast is happening around the frog's eyes. I might also make the hat darker. See, the problem there is I want the brim to be lighter than the top, but who really cares? It's fine. Also, yeah, that brim. I should probably flip this. Do 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 do. Okay, yeah, that brim is not working. Let us leave. Why are you not? Why? Oh, I'm on the fill. Whoops. I know how things work. You know, ellipses are a thing that I think I can do. Beep. Let's say around there. And then let's just fill it. Beep. And then we can transform it to make it tilt a little bit. There we go. Now, again, I don't need to be super solid in these things. It's not like death if my, what do you call it? My oval is off or anything like that. My lips. But this is also the easiest way for me to just quickly check if something is off. So why not? Why not? Why not? Take a crazy chance. Why not? Why not? Do crazy dance. And it is something that called out to me because it bugged me. So when that happens, I just want to fix it. And then just fill it out a little itty bitty at the top over here. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Good enough. Beep. Okay. So on my screen, it looks much warmer than it looks on your guys' screen. Here we go. A little bit brighter. I don't know if that did anything on your end, but for me it did. Beep, bop, 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 bop. Whoop. Why was that a different color? Why, why? Joe says, oh, did you see the flip canvas tweet? My goodness. I've seen a lot of stuff going on in the last few days in art Twitter. Most of it, I don't know. The flipping tweet that Joe speaks of, I believe, quote or tell me if I'm wrong, is the one about Pokemon. So one of the starters, Sprigatito, is so cute. Oh my gosh. The online people noticed that the eye looked a little off, one of the two eyes, and so they flipped the canvas, found that it was slightly rotated incorrectly or whatever, and so they fixed it again in quotes. I think a plethora of different opinions came out. Some people are like, thank goodness, that was bugging me so much, and like, haha, always flip your canvas so that you never miss that kind of thing. And then other people are like, who cares? And all sorts of like in-betweens of, you know, these artists are probably just putting out a bunch of assets and not like checking them painstakingly and like blah blah blah. But then it's also official Pokemon art, so like who's checking it and all that stuff. I think in general, if flipping the canvas works for you, do it. In general, if flipping the canvas is not your bag, don't feel like you have to do it. I flip the canvas every once in a while. A lot of times it does show me issues, so I'm grateful for that. But that is like one person's experience. So do what's right for you. I have to say this is also colored by another thing that happened on Twitter the other day, which was involved with Kyle. If you guys don't know about this, Kyle Webster is one of our amazing people here at Adobe. I mean, I'm not at Adobe, but I was a resident. I got to know Kyle. I actually got to have several dinners and interactions. He's even done close-up magic for me, which was really, really cool. He totally blew my mind, and I was like, I don't know how he did that. But anyway, so Kyle Webster, amazing person. I've talked to him on several things, like, what would you call it? Ideal wise. And I can say he's good people. He cares about others and justice, and, you know, we're very like-minded in a lot of things. So what happened on Twitter was he made a tweet saying that there was, I should read it verbatim, honestly, because a lot of the things that came up were about wording. But in general, it was about, now I'm trying to think about it. Memory. It was a tip that said, try working without sound and you will get more work done and it will be better artwork, I believe. Now that is very summarized and not exactly what he said. So please, like, if you really want to get into it, I'm sure you can find somebody talking about the tweet online. I think it happened on Monday or something, and so many people immediately had opinions about it. Now, there are multiple takes on this because, of course, there are. It's Twitter. On Kyle's side, I'm sure that immediately there were tons and tons of people coming in and flooding his replies. So that it immediately doesn't feel good. It feels bad. So I understand that. But then also on the other side of things, the people who are flooding in with responses a lot of times were people saying, hey, I'm neurodivergent, or there are many other people who are neurodivergent and they work better with sound, and that it doesn't necessarily make your art better if you have silence. Sometimes that can actually be detrimental. And so a lot of people that I saw were very respectful about it. But I understand that seeing a lot of an influx of a lot of people saying something about what you said and, you know, not being like, yeah, cool tip, man, you know, can be a little much. So like, I'm trying to be appreciative of everyone's perspective here. I do agree that I work better with sound. That's not necessarily like, he wasn't saying that, or at least from the replies I gather that he wasn't trying to put across to people that like you have to work without sound or else you're a bad artist or whatever. But yeah, it was just a lesson, I guess. The entire interaction between whoever you're watching this go down with and whoever you agree with, I think the big takeaway is try to learn as much from people as you can, and if there is a misstep, whether it's perceived or real, try to reassess, maybe turn off the phone or whatever for a while so that you're not inundated and so you're not feeling like you're being attacked, because I know a lot of people, especially with large followings, can have basically, I want to call it like a PTSD response, but like I do think that that's real for a lot of people. They have been actually harassed online, and so I don't know anybody's history in this context, but I'm just saying like it can be overwhelming very easily for people. So anyways, in all of that, I just want to say learning from people who are in good faith giving you responses, and then either putting out some kind of different thing saying like, maybe I learned from this, maybe this is a different take, I didn't mean this but I meant this, some kind of clarifying something could be a really good way to deal with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Joe says, "Oh, poor Kyle. I know he meant well. As an ND person, neurodivergent, who works better with sound a lot of the time, I totally see how he was only coming at it from kindness." I agree. I think almost everyone who replied to him, I didn't see all of the replies because he deleted the original tweet, but the replies seem to be, hey, I get that you're not trying to hurt anyone. I get that you're not trying to like that you may just see it from your perspective, and that's totally fine. Like everybody has a moment where they learn about something they didn't know before, and unfortunately a lot of this happens publicly online on a platform that is admittedly very reactionary. So there's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in that interaction, but I think that's kind of our gamut to run in this day and age, is trying to deal with a form factor that is unwelcoming, and we have to push through that to see the truth of the matter and try to interact with people on a very, very, very goodwill kind of basis, or good faith, I should say, because a lot of people assume the worst of others immediately, and especially for people who can't read social cues very well, the form of text makes it just astronomically harder to understand what people are trying to get across. And nobody wants to feel bad, so let's just make each other feel good. But I do think that spreading knowledge is more important than making each other feel good, personally. Kendall says, "Poor Kyle. I think it really depends on what you're doing and the person." Yeah, I think that personally what I would say, or like my opinion on the matter, is Kyle's only misstep happened after the initial tweet by not recorrecting. I would have loved to have seen him say something where it's like, hey, I learned this today. Hey, this is something that I didn't know about, you know? At least to like one of the responses, because like there is a specific artist, I can't remember her name, but she makes ADHD comics and is pretty well known for doing that and like spreading knowledge about neurodiversity and stuff like that, and she had a very, very measured response. I think that would have been a really great one to respond to, just to say like, hey, that's super valid. I did not mean in my tweet to make it feel like your method of working is not valid. And just that alone would have been really, really nice for the people who are largely misunderstood in this situation, I would say. I feel bad also for the people who are neurodivergent, who are very patiently trying to explain what they were thinking, and then had commenters on the post be like, you're just dogpiling, you everything has to be about you. Like, they didn't deserve that. So there are many things to take away, but anyways, that was something that happened on the internet this week. And if you disagree on my take, totally valid. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts if there's something I missed, and I hope I somewhat accurately described what was happening. And, you know, like, Kyle's great. I don't mean to make it sound like there was any, like, bad person in this, because there really isn't. I hate that there's this feeling of, like, dichotomy in a lot of conversations that the internet has, that you have to be either on one side or another, or that one side has to be good or side has to be bad. Fallacy, man. People are flawed. People are flawed in big ways and small ways. I would say this is a very, very, very small thing on the grand scheme of things. But even small things, if you learn from them, can be really advantageous. It can be a really good impact if you take that opportunity. Kendall says, in the animator survival kit, they say a similar thing. Don't animate with music or extra sounds. I don't know what happened with Kyle's post because I missed it, but I know reading it was so many different reactions in me. Yeah, I think it's a pretty common old school, I want to say old school, but actually, I mean, I don't know how long it's been passed around. I just know that it's in a lot of old school reading materials. Like you say, the animator survival kit has been around way before my time. So it feels like something that's been said many times. It's not necessarily something new, and not necessarily something that it doesn't deserve vitriol at all. It's not like an idea that's, abhorrent. It's only the lack of consideration that other people might think differently or have different work things going on for them. I think it was at some point somebody said something like casual ableism, which it's loaded to say that for sure. I don't like to think that, any isms feel bad to throw around. However, I'm not saying that, like, I know enough to say it's not. There are people who experience a lot more isms than I do. So I would leave it up to them to decipher whether this would be classified as that or whatever. But anyways, the idea is that people who live with different circumstances than maybe someone else does. I say the creator of the animator survival kit. Somebody who has had different experiences than them experiences this kind of tips or advice all the time, and they've tried it all the time and it doesn't work for them, and then their teachers say you must not be working hard enough, or you must not be truly turning off all of the distractions or something like that. Those people who are neurodivergent hear it all the time, and that's why it comes up as like a reactionary, ooh, you just said the thing that I've heard all these people say. So it's very different than thinking like you find a way to make this about you every single time. It's like, no, it's my life is dealing with this, is hearing about this all the time. And if you didn't bring it up, then I wouldn't have to talk about it either. But anyways, that's whole tangent. But in general, when people bring things up, I know it's reactionary to protect ourselves. Not always the right reaction, in my opinion. Yeah, Kendall says, like, I was like, I get why people say that, but also I get bored/distracted easily without sound. Joe says, yeah, I appreciate how passionate the neurodiverse community is in vouching and advocating for ourselves, but sometimes we do look at everything like a nail. I think that's the correct analogy here. Yeah, like a nail that needs to be hammered. Yeah. Kendall says, recently been listening to an audiobook during my drawing sessions, and it's been a really good motivator to start a working session. I don't procrastinate as much because I want to hear the story. That's awesome. I love that. It's kind of like I only watch this TV show when I work out, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think that aside from all of that we were talking about, that really wasn't about the actual tip or the issues. It was only about how we talk about the tip and the issue or whatever, blah, blah. So when we're talking about actually working with noise or without noise, that is something that I think is kind of fascinating to talk about, because we're all very different in that respect. And like, you could get into specifics, like what do you actually listen to and how does that help your brain? Because I think a lot of us folks who have kind of different brains have, I shouldn't say different. Honestly, I feel like the art industry is inundated with people with some kind of spectrum of something going on, because, man, it seems like we all landed here for a reason. Anyways, what was I going to say? Perfect brain. Perfect, pristine, smooth egg brain. The idea of working for like, or with a sound versus another sound, a podcast versus music versus audiobook versus a show, all of those things are vastly different. I have run the gamut of all those different things, and I think there's a time and a place for each of them. But I agree with Kendall that something that you want to listen to can be a great motivator. There are tricks that you can kind of come up with to deal with your own lack of motivation. And man, oh man, I know that for me, a lot of times there has to be something that's deeply interesting going on for me to sit at the computer. Maybe that's just I've worn down my tolerance, or maybe it's just my the way my brain works, man. Maybe it's a mix of both. But I think if I were to sit in silence, it would take me about 5 minutes to go insane. Also, I know this is a thing that we've talked about before. I have nighttime SADs. And so I think a lot of that comes from, that's my silent time right before you go to sleep, to just be like, I'm alone with my thoughts. And I see a lot of comics about this where it's like the two buttons, and it's like, be alone with your thoughts or have an unending deluge of podcasts on, and they just smack the podcast button. Like, no, you can't trick me. I will never be alone with my thoughts. But that kind of stuff just makes me feel like I am not alone. Because overthinking things is a real problem, man. And just, how, like, there was this story, I think it was on Radiolab years and years ago, that somebody had thoughts that were disturbing to them, and they could not get over them, and it like almost destroyed their life. Like, these thoughts were so dark and disturbing that they were like, I can't like work, I can't be around these people, like like it really disrupted every single thing of their life. And they went to a therapist, and the kind of resolution of the episode was, at least, I don't know if anything can truly be said to be like the truth of the situation, they said that this person had OCD, and that they were obsessing over the thoughts that they had. Like, they could not let them go. It was just constant in their heads, and mixed with like anxiety and things like that bring it to the forefront constantly. And so it just made me think of like the song from Steven Universe, which is a silly thing to think about, but it's really a great song. It's called Here Comes a Thought, and it's literally about, here comes a thought, either you or somebody else weren't your most charming selves. It was a bad moment, and you're thinking about it, and it feels like it's too much, and it's just overwhelming you. And then you ask, is this the end? Is this like what is going to break us apart? Or is this going to be like the rest of my life, whatever the worst consequences? And then they just say, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not, but it's not. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And it's all symbolized with butterflies, and they just fly away, because like it's this swarm of butterflies that's overwhelming, but then you just like, you let it go. Maybe that's the real meaning of the song. Let it go is just like, if you can have a thought come into your brain and float out of it, that is a skill unto itself. and letting it just breeze by, man. It's something we gotta all work on. Let's see. Kendall says, also white noise versus lo-fi versus classical music versus music with words makes such a big difference based on what I'm working on. So true. For example, I realized I can't letter during stream today because I'm too excited for chat. I overthink all the time. Lol. Absolutely. Ugh. Oh, Jake says this is such a good conversation. I'm glad. Yeah, I think that I think too much. I think everybody has that problem at some point. Like for me, like I said, it comes at nighttime. It comes at the point at which I have nothing else to concentrate on, and I'm just like trying to go to bed. And trying to go to bed isn't a concentration. It's not entertaining. And of course, I have multiple things to try to help. Like Anthony's tried to help by saying like he's read in a lot of self-help books that listing things that you're gratitude lists. I speak words. But yeah, the like making a list of things that you are grateful for, and not doing it too often, he said, because then you can kind of make it into a, like you create a tolerance for yourself or something. But thinking about even just the smallest things that you are grateful for, especially before bed, like I'm grateful for this bed. I'm grateful that I live in a place where I feel safe. I'm grateful for my plants. I'm grateful for the time in the day that is when I take a walk or it's sunny or something, you know, whatever it is. And that really helped. And then of course, James helps me all the time with thinking of like, fantastical things to think about. He always like he has D&D characters that he's created, and we watch Critical Role, and so he thinks about like how his characters would react in a lot of the situations that they are in, and in that way it's like a fun little wind down for your brain where you're just like imagining things, and then like best case scenario you have a dream about D&D. Fun. So I try things like that. Of course I've tried, you know, I still do this from time to time, but like thinking about a future house, like if I could build it from the ground up, what would I design it as and why? Like, oh, I want this room here because this is, you know, blah, blah, blah. And if this faced the south, then it would get more sun. And so I want it to be blah, blah, blah. And then it's near a park. And then I just want to go house shopping on Redfin for things I can never afford. But we all have our coping mechanisms. Kendall says, this is why I watch, listen to ASMR and play Sudoku to go to bed. Otherwise, I'm awake for hours thinking. I also journal before I go to bed, just the thoughts out and just get the thoughts out and then to the ASMR. Oh, that would keep me awake thinking about D&D. See, that's why everybody has their own thing. And some nights it might work, some nights it might not. And I totally agree with the journaling before bed as well. I just journaled the other day for the first time in I think a few months, and it definitely feels good to get stuff out where you're just like, okay, it's on paper. I vented or whatever. And sometimes it reminds me of things where I'm like, oh yeah, I should do that, or like I should think about this person, or I should, you know, give myself a break for not thinking about this or doing the thing that I think I should have. But really, what it usually comes down to, especially in my journal, if I get too blamey for myself, I bust out the advice that I give to everyone in the case of like, I woulda, coulda, shoulda, blah, blah, blah. Whenever I hear that from somebody, I'm like, would you say that to your friend if they were going through the same thing? Basically, the overarching advice is, would you treat your friend like this? Or what would you do if your friend was in this situation? And they're always nicer to their friends. Always, always, always than they are to themselves. Same with me. I am very much more critical of myself than I am to my friends. I would never say the things to my friends that I say to myself in my head. Doesn't even cross my mind. So, it's something that I think is just evergreen for me. Treat yourself like you would your friends. Beep. Oh, Kendall says she journals in the morning and at night. That's awesome. Journal fiend. You must fill him up. Jake says, speaking of making houses cool, I watched that Simone Yetch video today. Are you? Oh my gosh, I love it so much. Don't you just want to do that now? Oh, it's so good. It was a perfect solution for that place. So, no spoilers, but go to the video tab of the Discord if you want to link to that. Kendall says, morning journal is for worky prep and all the thoughts of why I was unproductive or productive and what my goals are. Night journal is more daily things. What is it that Anna Daviscourt says? Don't be mean to my friends. Exactly. Oh, I love that. I need to watch more Anna Daviscourt videos. Jake says, I do. You're amazing. Great job. Kendall says, she literally says that to herself when she's starting to say something mean to herself. Absolutely. That is absolutely what you should do. It's just like, hey, 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 hey. Don't be mean to my friends. I said that kind of thing to my mom. Sometimes she, I don't know, is like down on herself. And I'm just like, you can't say that about my mom. You can't. I will fight you. Get out of here. Beep. Okay. I'm really loving the body, actually. This like texture and like the flat kind of nature of it makes me happy. I like. Which I wasn't expecting that to be one of my favorite parts. Now I just need to love the other parts as much as I did that one. Oh, but we're over time. I should end it. I got other stuff I gotta do. Let's see. What's one thing we can do before leaving? What do I want to do? I want to work on the fire. Yeah, let's work on the fire guy for a little bit, and then we can say au revoir. Thank you so much for hanging out today. It's been a really fun one. And for just like hanging out during all the streams when Anthony isn't here. I always feel like I'm missing my other half. So I'm really grateful that you guys can kind of just fill that gap. Not that anybody could ever replace Anthony, but you know. It feels really good to have people that I can just come chit chat with. You are part of my therapy, friends. Beep, 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 beep. Should we give him blush? Little orange blushies? Let's see. I think it's cute. I like his Spock. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, and if we have any names for these characters, let me know. Any background stories? This is Gilgamesh, the marshmallow fiend. They will do anything to get the marshmallow. Kind of want some visible lines in here. Yeah. Yeah. And then I want some more like glowy glow, kind of breaking that edge. And this is just the pencil brush. I love it so much. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. Beep. Oh, thank you so much for all the links, Kendall. Link wall end. Cookie cat. He's super duper yummy. Cookie cat. He's a treat for your tummy. I gotta watch the rest of Steven Universe. I haven't seen all of it yet. But we were just talking about it. How perfect. Beep. Should we do the eyes like this? I don't know. I'm torn. I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Alright, that looks like a demon. But if we made them smaller. Curiouser. It's so, I don't know, it's a weird thing to have a character looking up, because if the character's pupils aren't hitting both sides of the eye, it looks really extreme, which is a good tip if you're like trying to make a crazy eye. But if you're not, then the pupils need to get bigger. And as I was trying to get rid of some of the dark line underneath the eye here, I made the whites bigger, and the whites getting bigger makes it look crazier and crazier. So it's like this balancing act of like, no, 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 back it up. What if I did like a little... No, that takes away from this guy. This little drool bit. Does that read as drool? Does that work for you? I don't know. Let me know how you feel. If I have some free time, I will definitely animate this guy. Maybe that'll be next stream. Because I do think having a little flames licking off him would be really fun. There we go. Just cleaning, basically. And then once we are done, just a reminder that this is going to be a sticker for Patreon. So if you want to get this one, you can join at the $3 or $12 tier, and you will get this sticker sent to you just as a celebration that we have hit over 30 patrons. It's so exciting. So I wanted to just give you guys a little reward. So all current patrons will definitely get this, as well as their regular rewards. And then new patrons will also get it. If you join, I believe within... I'm going to set it up soon, probably within the next day or two. There's going to be like a special offer. And it will be probably, if you sign up within March, then you are going to get the sticker. But if you want to make sure that you're in time, then just do it as soon as possible. Beep. Okay. Ooh, I have one more thing I need to touch here. This little annoying bit. Beep, 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 beep. I have a little bit coming in, but it just needs to be a cleaner line. Oh, I like it when it's like that. Okay. Sorry, I like this line rather than the dark red. Burnt umber or whatever this would be. Yeah, that's better. Sure. I think that works pretty well. All right, so here's where our sticker's at right now. It's pretty close to done, but I'll definitely touch a little bit on the other parts, mostly like the hat, the lily pad, and another pass at the frog's face. And then we will be done, and I will be making this into a sticker, as I said. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been just a hoot and a holler. Oh, Jake says, looks awesome, man. And Kendall says, looks amazing. Oh, I like how you guys chose different describers. Adjectives. Kendall says, lol, demon fire. I thought it was another spark, but it makes sense. It's fine if it's another spark. I just wanted it to kind of be like he's looking at this and being like, oh, I want it. But if you have any feelings or ideas, feel free to shout them out in the Discord after the stream. Hey, Replaylanders, you are amazing. Love seeing ya. Dark Hours / Joe says, thank you so much for streaming. It's been a blast as always. Sparkle and I in the little... Oh, okay, this is the last bit. Clearly. Has to be. Beep. I want the marshmallow. That's what he's saying. Amazing. Okay, so I will see you again very soon. Until next time, please wash your hands, wear a mask, get vaccinated, get boosted, fight for trans rights, and stick up for Ukraine, and be kind to yourself and to others. Remember that you are loved, and I will see you again very soon. The next time that we stream is going to be Tuesday of next week, 3 p.m. Pacific. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye. And now is the after party. Kendall says, thanks everyone for hanging. Joe, that was a great idea for the sparkle in the eye, by the way. I might make it into like a sparky spark. I don't know, maybe like a... You know, the sparkle shape. You know, your shape. Jake says, thank you so much, Anna. You are very welcome, Jake. Thank you for being here. Kendall says, after party. Oh my gosh. It's a super secret Sparky Spark after party. But I'm gonna make it short so that we can send other people to other streams. Thank you so much for being here, and enjoy other people's stuff, because Behance is happening, baby. And so is YouTube. Obviously, there are other things to watch on YouTube. Just a few. Hey, Cookie Cat found me on YouTube. That's nice. Give a face for the marshmallow, says Cookie Cat. That could be fun. I think we did it a little bit ago. We tried doing that, but we might try it again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, happy Girls' Day. Yeah, happy Girls' Day, Kendall. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. I know I can say it. I know I can say it. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at this. Hina Matsuri. Happy Hina Matsuri. All right, bye. For real. Bye.